Hi everyone, this is Aga from EurekaCrystalBeads.com and I'm here with another fun beading tutorial for you. But before I get started, just a quick reminder to check out the rest of the channel. And if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss fun projects like this one. In this video, I'll show you how to make the Barista bracelet. This one here, which can very easily become earrings if you just take one segment and just hang it on some earring finding, or you can connect it to create a beautiful bracelet like this one. So this design was actually inspired and made with supplies from our June 2026 mid-month collection, Mocha Latte. This is the inspiration picture for this collection. As you can see, the colors are there. I love this palette. And when it comes to specific supplies that you'll need, they are as follows. First up, of course, you're going to need some 8mm Chaton stones for our beautiful sparkly centerpieces there. In the collection, you get 6 of them. You get this smoked topaz color and light smoked topaz, which are these that I already used here. It's a beautiful color. Not too saturated, really love it. And you'll need as many of them as many segments you want to make, as many units you want to make. I think 6 will be all right for a bracelet with a little bit of added length like this here. But if your wrist is under 7 inches, just the 6 units will suffice. You're going to need a clasp. I'll be using a toggle clasp that was in the collection in this beautiful gunmetal finish, like you can see here. But you can use any clasp that you like. Then for the seed beads, you're going to need some 8/0s, namely 4 of them per unit. Then you're going to need 3mm bugle beads, and if my count is right, it's going to be 28 per unit. Then some round 11/0s and some round 15/0s. Here I have them in the same color, and all of those seed beads are from the large 20-gram mix that was included in the collection. All of those are Miyuki beads, though I do believe that Toho seed beads will work as well. In addition to that, you're going to need some 4mm pearls or round drag beads. These are Krakowski pearls. This is a black color, so they look like a bit of like black pearl. And you're going to need 8 of them per segment, plus 2 extra ones for the connections. And then I added 4 more for this added length. I'll be working with a size 12 needle and 6-pound fire line in the color Smoke. And that's it for the supplies. Let's start beading. So the beading plan is you make each segment and each unit separately, and then you connect them either at the end or as you go. So here is how you make one unit. You're going to need about half a wingspan of thread, and you start by picking up the sequence of pearl and 8/0 times 4. So you want 4 pearls and 4 8/0s. I'm going to slide them down my thread, and I'm going to pass through all of them one more time from the same side in the same direction, which will sew them into a circle. I am going to pass through the first pearl and 8/0. By the way, you can start with a stop bead if that helps you, or you can just hold on to your tail thread, which I like to do. Meanwhile, we're now going to be working on top of these 8/0s, and what I'm going to pick up is a bugle, a 15/0, and a bugle. And I'm going to circle back around and through the same 8/0 that my thread is coming out of, plus through the pearl that's after it. And while I'm at it, since it's still pretty loose, through the next 8/0 as well. So I'm adding these on top of this 8/0 here. Again, bugle 15/0 bugle, around and through the same 8/0 that my thread is coming out of, through the pearl. Make sure that it's nice and tight, through the next 8/0. bugle 15-0 bugle, through the 8-0, purl, and the next 8-0. Here's my third bugle 15-0 bugle sequence, through the 8-0 again. Oh, that was actually the fourth one, not the third, so I'm actually done. So what I'm gonna do is I'll pass through this next purl in the first 8-0 that I added the bugles on top of, like so. And I'm gonna go to the top of the sequence, so through the bugle and the 15-0. And now the easiest bezel that you'll ever make. I pick up a single bugle. I look at where my thread is going out towards. So this way, I pass through the 15-0 on top of the next bugle sequence and connect that. I'm not gonna pull tight yet because we're gonna add 4 of those bugles, connecting those 15-0s all around, and that's where our chaton will go. Here's the third one. And the fourth one. And that's going to be a full circle. And before I pull it together, I'm going to pop in my chaton stone. It's going to sit right on top of the pearls. And I'm going to pull the bugles together. It's going to be quite tight, and what you need to do now is you need to go around and straighten up those pairs of bugles that you added previously, because they're going to be all wonky and you want them nice and together in a triangle like this. See, this one's all wonky, not together. And when you do that, and make sure that your crystal is perfectly seated inside, you can tell by looking at this front facet how it's directly in the middle. And now everything is nice and closed. And I'm gonna pass through those top beads, the bugles and the 15-0s, 2 more times to make sure that it's secure. And I'm gonna hold on to my crystal like so. And with each pass, you're gonna see that it's gonna be more and more solid. And if you need to, you can always go around and connect those bugles a little bit better. And that's my bezel. Now you want to be coming out of one of the 15-0s, and we're going to step down through the bugle that it's connected to and through the 8-0 that is kind of between those bugles here. And now we're going to connect the 8-0s and we're going to go over the pearls. And we're going to do that using the sequences of 11-0, 2 bugles, and another 11-0, and just passing through the next 8-0 in line. They're gonna go like this. Another sequence, and you do that 4 times all around. Alright, and that's all 4 sides. Now my thread is coming out of the 8-0, and I want to pass through the first 11-0 and first bugle that I added in this row. And what I'll do is I'll kind of backstitch an extra bugle on top of this one, which means that I'll just go back through the same bugle in the same direction again. Like so, and this bugle will go on top of it. Now I'm gonna pick up a 15-0. I'll add it between those bugles. I'll pass through that second bugle in this pair. And I'll backstitch a bugle to this one as well, which means I'm passing through it in the same direction, downwards, and while I'm at it, I might as well pass through the 11-0 and the 8-0 that are next. You might want to use some persuasion like this so that it arranges itself nicely and neatly on top. And on to the next sequence, so through this 11 here and the first bugle in this next pair. Backstitching another bugle on top of this one, passing through this one in the same direction, making sure that it lays down. Now a 15 here, down the second bugle in the pair, and I'll add a new bugle over here. And once more, you do it all the way around, so 4 sequences. Alright, I have now added my last bugle here. I want to pass down through the 11 through the 8 and up the 11 and the bugle to the first sequence that I started with. And I'm going to go back through the upper bugle here. And I'm in a perfect spot to start adding the new row, which is going to be a purl on the sides. So just connecting to the next top bugle here. Gonna pop right in. And in the corners, so in between the 2 pairs of bugles, quite simply 3 11-ohs. So I'm just connecting the top bugles here. Purl again. And I'm closing this row. But since most of these beads have just one thread going through them, I'm simply gonna do the same round again. So I'll pass through all of those beads here for a second time, just for reinforcement. All right, and to connect the new unit to the bracelet, you want to come out of one of the pearls on the sides, and you're just going to pick up a 15 pearl 15, and I'm going to line up the segments the way I want them to make sure that I'm going the right direction. And I'm going to go down the pearl on the bracelet like so. I'll pick up a 15 pearl 15 for the other side as well, and up the pearl in the segment that I just finished. Now I know which direction is right, so I can lift up my work and pass through the beads in this connection like 2 more times to ensure it's secure. Then I'll tie off my thread. I will do the same with the tail, but since I don't have a lot of thread left, I'm going to use my tail thread to finish the bracelet because I still want to add some length plus attach the clasp. So I'm just going to step up with my tail thread to this pearl on the other side, and then I'll attach the clasp and finish the bracelet. Alright, I tied off my working thread, went to the back, and used my tail thread to come up to this last pearl in here. And now it's time to add some extra length in the other half of my clasp. So super easy. I'm just gonna pick up a 15 and a pearl 3 times, plus one more extra 15, so 4 15s and 3 pearls between them. And I'm just gonna go around and through the pearl that my thread is coming out of, essentially creating a right angle weave unit. I'm gonna pass through those beads again, just to reinforce that. And I'm gonna come up to that last pearl in here again. I can add my clasp now, or I can add more length depending on how much I need for my wrist size. And actually, now that I look at it, that's gonna be absolutely enough for me, and I am going to wear that bracelet. So I'm gonna stop at this and let's add the second half of the clasp. For this, I'm first gonna pick up just 2 bugles and I'm gonna go around the pearl that my thread is coming out of, just like so. I'm gonna go up that first bugle here. And I'm gonna add like sort of a rotating loop because this clasp has its loops facing like forward, not sideways. So we're gonna need this to rotate a bit to be functional. So I'm gonna add an 8/0 in here. Then 3 11/0s. I'll pick up the second half of my clasp. Add 3 11/0s on the other side. And I'm gonna pass through that same 8/0 and through the second bugle. So what I'll do is I'll pass through the loop as is again. So through the pearl, up through the bugle, the 8/0 and my 11/0s in my loop. Back down and through the bugle. Now just to fill the space a little bit because there's some unnecessary space here, I'm gonna add an 11/0 and I'm gonna go straight down that 15/0 pearl 15/0 that's right here. And this is gonna fill the space a little bit so that it's a little bit nicer. And I'm gonna go through the pearls and back up until my thread is coming out of this 15/0 here. And I'll add an 11/0 in here as well. And I'll pass through the loop of beads one more time to secure it a little bit more. And the bracelet is ready. Look how nice it looks on a wrist, but of the wrist as well. And as I mentioned, you can create earrings out of this design pretty easily as well. I would attach an earring finding maybe to this 11/0 in the corner here, or to this pearl if you prefer it. In any case, it is a versatile design. As I mentioned, the supplies that I used for this colorway now are from our Mocha Latte Collection Light, which we launched in June 2026. But you can get individual supplies and everything you need for this bracelet in many, many colorways from eurekacrystalbeads.com. A full list of all of the supplies that you need will be also under the first link in the description below, so make sure to check out that description. I hope you liked this little tutorial. If you did, give it a thumbs up because it always helps. And if you don't want to miss any of our next tutorials, you can either subscribe and click the bell, and you can also subscribe for our email newsletter where we give you access to some VIP tutorials as well as special deals, all of our sales, and new projects like this one. I've been Aga from EurekaCrystalBeads.com. Thanks so much for watching and see you in the next video. Bye!